word scores in the passage is closest in meaning to what? Let's go look at it. Scores. All right. Well, everyone should have a basic understanding that the word score is dealing with a number. All right. And we have something that can help us know exactly what kind of number we're dealing with because we see the word extermination. And if you know you're dealing with extermination, you're dealing with getting rid of a lot of numbers, a large number. Okay, so this word extermination combined with the word score, which means number, helps me to understand that we're talking about a large score or a big score because that's what the word extermination means. And members, no. Here's our answer choice right here, B. Wow, large numbers. It says it right there. Okay, extermination of scores. The word score refers to a number. You guys know this from playing soccer or playing basketball, that when you score, it's dealing with a number, some type of number. Number 23. According to paragraph 4, what caused most invertebrate species in the Mediterranean to become extinct? Keyword is extinct, paragraph 4. Let's go ahead and take a look and find our word. Here's our word extermination. Okay. Extermination of scores of invertebrate species. Alright, and so I know the extermination of scores is dealing with extinction. Synonym language, everyone. Synonym language. Alright, so that's my keyword language. This means extinction, extermination of scores. So if you recognize that synonym language, you're going to see your keyword language right there. Have to recognize synonym language, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so the sentence says, increasing salinity caused by the evaporation resulted in the extermination of scores of invertebrate species. Stop right there. Not going to read that next sentence. Don't do it. Don't need to. Doesn't have our language that tells us to. Alright, increasing salinity caused by the evaporation resulted in the extermination of scores of invertebrate species. Alright, and so the evaporation of chemicals necessary for their survival, does it say that? Crustal movements that connected the Mediterranean to the saltier Atlantic, doesn't say that. The word crustal movements is in the previous sentence. Don't fall for that exact language. Stick to your keyword sentence, what you see. The migration of new species through the narrow straits. Alright, we don't see that at all in our keyword sentence. Their inability to tolerate the increasing salt content of the Mediterranean. Okay, I know this is my answer choice. Alright, because I see increasing salt content. And I know in that paragraph, it talked about increasing salinity. Salinity is salt, everyone, is salt. Alright, now some people say, wow, I don't know what salinity means. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so if you don't know what the word salinity means, then you're turning this into a vocabulary question somewhat. And what you might have to do is, at that point, if you don't know what salinity means, if you look at the next sentence, they mention something about being very salty. Alright, so if you can pretty much accept that these two sentences are connected, but you really should know what salinity means. It has to deal with salt, everyone. Learn your vocabulary, okay? I gave you a great list to study for in this course, and if you study it, then you'll be okay. Number 24. Which of the sentences below best expresses, okay, here we're dealing with one of our paraphrase questions. And when we have a paraphrase question, we know that with this kind of question, our job is to what? Paraphrase, everyone. Paraphrase, paraphrase, paraphrase. That's what we're doing here. We are doing a paraphrase. That means find synonym language, not exact language. All right? Answer choices that use a lot of exact language are wrong. Answer choices that use synonym language are always correct. All right? And so that's what we want to be able to do. Okay, so let's look at the sentence. Here we go. As a result of crustal adjustments and faulting, the Strait of Gibraltar, where the Mediterranean now connects to the Atlantic, opened and water cascaded spectacularly back into the Mediterranean. As a result of crustal adjustments and faulting, the Strait of Gibraltar, where the Mediterranean now connects to the Atlantic, opened. All right? And the water cascaded spectacularly back into the Mediterranean. All right? So let's find ourselves a match. The Strait of Gibraltar reopened. So far, so good. When the Mediterranean and the Atlantic became connected, and the cascades of water from one sea to the other caused crustal adjustments and faulting. No. That's not what happened. They took a lot of exact language, but this is not what was stated. Okay, this is very wrong. Very, very wrong. All right. The cascades of water from one sea to the other caused crustal adjustments. No. It doesn't say that the cascading of the water caused crustal adjustments. So that's just a misstatement. It doesn't say that. Choice B, the Mediterranean was dramatically refilled by water. I like this one already. From the Atlantic, when crustal adjustments and faulting opened the Strait of Gibraltar, the place where the two seas are joined. Wow. We have a lot of synonym language here. This is our answer choice. Okay? Dramatically and spectacularly, synonym language. Refilled by and cascaded back. That's synonym language. All right? Joins, and in our highlighted sentence it says connected. That's synonym language. All right? And so this answer choice uses a lot of synonym language, and it has the same meaning. So that is our correct answer choice. Choice C is incorrect. It says not as spectacular, and we know that it was spectacular. All right, and also this uses exact language, so it's just going to be wrong. All right, choice D, as a result of crustal adjustments and faulting and the creation of the Strait of Gibraltar, the Atlantic and Mediterranean were connected and became a single sea with cascades of water between them. No, again, be careful because that answer choice is wrong. It doesn't say that. They're taking a lot of words and just mixing it all up where it's nonsensical. And it uses a lot of exact language. So be careful because that answer choice is wrong, everyone. 25. Which of the following can be inferred from paragraph 4 about the salt domes? Keywords are salt domes. All right, here I see the word salt domes. Now, just be aware that I know, like we had the previous question right here, and we're looking back for salt domes, that there are basically 3 questions where it doesn't follow chronological order. Sometimes with vocabulary questions, it doesn't follow our rule of chronological order. You know, except not least questions can cover a whole paragraph, so those might not. And also when you have a paraphrase question. Most of the time with the paraphrase question, it will go in chronological order, but very, very rarely it will not, and this is our situation. We see the word salt domes right there. Okay? Now, let's read. Later, under the weight of overlying sediments, this salt flowed plastically upward to form salt domes. Before this happened, so I know I'm supposed to read that next sentence. Before this happened, however, the Mediterranean was a vast desert 3,000 meters deep. Then, then, so that's another one of our words. All right, then about 5.5 million years ago came the deluge. And deluge means a lot of water coming in. All right, but this language, before this happened and then following the keyword sentence, let me know this sentence was connected and also this sentence was connected. Now, normally, the last connected sentence is where the answer choice is going to be. The last connected sentence is where the answer choice is going to be. So here it says, then about 5.5 million years ago came the deluge. Or a lot of water coming in. Okay? They began as layers of oceanic ooze. Doesn't say that at all. Wrong. They contain large quantities of calcium sulfate. Not mentioned at all. That is also clearly incorrect. They were destroyed when the basin refilled with water. Doesn't say they were destroyed. They formed after the Mediterranean basin refilled with water. Yes, that is our answer choice. That is our answer choice right there. Choice D. After the refill. Alright, the word turbulent in the passage is closest in meaning to what? What is the word turbulent closest in meaning to? Here's the word turbulent right here. Alright, so we have different things we know that can help us with vocabulary questions. We know we can use the prefix, we can look at the root word, we can use substitution, which I like, we can use the context, or we can also look at verbs to help us. Alright, here I'm going to look at verbs. Turbulent waters tore into the hardened salt flats, broke them up, ground them into pebbles. Wow, okay, that's going to help us out a lot. So the turbulent waters, the word turbulent, then we have tore into, broke up, ground. Those are all verbs that describe what's going on in that sentence, and they're all connected to the word turbulent. Tore up, tore into, broke up, ground them. Okay. Fresh does not connect to tearing up, grounding, or breaking up. Deep, no. Answer is violent right there. That's our matching answer choice. So if you don't know what turbulent means, like in that question, I was able to look at the verbs tore into, broke up, ground them, and know that we're dealing with some kind of violent action because those actions are all violent. Alright, temperature is not the answer choice also. But for vocabulary questions, there are a lot of tricks and a lot of clues that you can use to help you get the right answer. Okay? Let's look at choice 27. Question 27. We have ourselves a sentence addition question. All right. Thus, scientists had information about the shape of the domes, but not their chemical composition and origin. Thus, scientists had information about the shape of the dome. So I know my previous sentence is talking something about shape. All right, something about shape. All right, choice A is not the answer because it's not connected. This sentence, starting with thus, means it's connected to a previous sentence, so it can't be A. A is not a topic sentence. Okay. Choice B talks about determining the origin of the dome-like masses, but it's not talking about the shape of the domes. That's wrong. Choice C. The previous sentence says these structures had been detected years earlier by echo-sounding instruments, but they had never been penetrated in the course of drilling. So choice C is our answer choice. Choice C is our answer choice because detected by echo-sounding instruments, that deals with the shape of something. Okay? All right, and so that is our answer choice. Okay? D is not going to work. No mention about shape of the domes or their chemical composition. All right, never being penetrated in the course of drilling, that deals with not being able to find their chemical composition because there was no penetration. All right? And let's look at number 28 now. All right, number 28, again, we have a summary question. Remember, when you're doing this question, you can handle it, okay? You can do it. Because you know that this question, that the 3 correct answer choices are summaries of different paragraphs. They're summaries of different paragraphs. That's what we have to do. All right? And so when we're doing this particular question, facts and details are wrong. Okay? So we don't pick facts and details ever. All right? Our correct answer choices are A. Sentence, you see we have a match. It's a match for that. Okay? Look at the topic sentence and the last sentence. You'll see that we have a match here. Choice D is correct. Choice D is a summary of paragraph number 4. Samples recovered from the expedition revealed important differences in the chemical composition. And so that fits there. And our other correct choice is E. E is a summary of paragraph number 5. Evidence collected by the Glomar supports geologists' beliefs that the Mediterranean had evaporated and become a desert before refilled with water. That's the summary of paragraph number 5. So, those are our answer choices and their summaries. Choice B is a fact or detail. Alright. Choice C is a fact and detail. Alright, there's no whole paragraph that talks about them being the first to discover the existence of dome-like masses. There was no paragraph that mainly discussed that. Okay? So you're looking for general statements, general discussion, okay, not specific little facts and specific little details. You know those are wrong, so don't pick them. Okay? So that concludes our review of a reading passage and how to do them. I know this was very helpful. I was going to say I hope it is, but I know this was very helpful because we showed you the method and how to apply it. And I know you know now, after all three of the passage reviews, that you know what to do and how to do it. You can do it.